All right, we are going live. Hello and welcome to Misfit Mondays, everybody. This is the 26th episode of Misfit Mondays, and for those of you that have watched, you know that this is the show where we talk about different things that are going on around the world, and we put our own spin on it, and we try to look at things from a different perspective. I hang out with my buddies here, Bobby and Yas from Dead Celebrity Status. If you haven't heard of Dead Celebrity Status, you need to go online right now and find out about them because, you know, in my opinion, they're one of the best Canadian music groups, you know, out there. I think they're one of the best groups in the world, period. See? Guys, wasn't that nice of me to say that?
You know what?
What?
As wonderful of a compliment that is, I'd rather be in the list of the most handsome bands in the world. Like Hall & Oates.
We were just talking about that. Yeah, like.
Well, the truth is, I wouldn't say.
Three.
I wouldn't say that because you guys are the most handsome band in the world.
Aww.
And you know, I don't want to say one of them.
Fishing.
I ain't fish for nothing, son. So, my name is Cliff Skeletor, your host of Misfit Mondays. Thank you very much for joining us. We're really pumped up about this particular show because we took a week off. And that's the first time we've ever done that. So we've kind of got our Misfit Mondays jitters. We were kind of, you know, going through a little bit of withdrawal. So we're super excited to be sitting here talking to you guys. Boys, how's it shaking? How are you enjoying this weather?
Wow.
Excellent, brother. Like Yas was talking earlier, this is the first day that he's worn a T-shirt and shorts. So
at the same time, in this country.
In his country.
I went on a cruise and I wore a T-shirt and shorts, but in my country where I live, this is actually the first day I put on a pair of shorts and T-shirts to go outside. Had a latte, talked to Bobby on the phone.
That's it.
Reading a book. It was like a perfect summer day.
Yeah.
We talked briefly too. Don't forget about your conversation with me, Yas. I don't know why I got left out.
Yeah, because we weren't in the sun when we were talking. I was still in the house, had the AC on, and that was great. I love being on my house with the AC on, so you were in good company.
Yeah, I was in the sun. I was wandering around the downtown core of this beautiful city here.
Well, Katie actually asked me while we were out, she said, "Do you have any idea what the weather's like in Sudbury?" And I said, "I don't know. I didn't even ask Cliff." So, Cliff, how Bobby and I are having a beautiful day in Toronto. How is it up north?
Unbelievable. Just absolutely beautiful. You know, sun shining. I don't know what the temperature was. Do you have any idea, Kyle? 26 or something like that. So absolutely beautiful. And yeah, just great.
Kyle, what's up, Kyle?
What's up?
Just a voice.
That's how you get.
He's like Dr. Claw. He's just a voice and a hand.
That's all you need, man. We just need to get him we just needed to get him a cat to pet over right beside him.
yeah, just sick.
I think that'd be absolutely perfect. So,
hey, Cliff, you're looking pretty. You're looking pretty. I was saying earlier, like you're ready to get into like a backyard brawl in your outfit there.
Yeah, well, I'm always ready to get in a backyard brawl. I think it's just always important to be prepared for that sort of thing. But I'm really trying to like create the look for myself too, so I look ready for a backyard brawl.
You look tough, buddy. I can't lie.
Yeah, I have no idea what that's supposed to mean, but I'm wearing a pink shirt. How is that? You know, I don't understand how that makes me tough at all. I think it's because it's the tattoo. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I think it's because I've got the shaved head now and I've got the tattoo showing, so that maybe creates a little bit of an edge for me in the beard.
Yeah, you guys are fucking me all up. Bobby's got like this nice plaid shirt on, very summery. You got like your backyard brawling pink shirt, and I'm wearing a black tee.
Yeah, but you still look beautiful. Like if it's not broken, don't fix it, right? Yes.
Yeah, I guess that's what they say. Except for when it's broken, and then you have to fix it.
Well, yeah, but you know what? In your case, it's not broken.
Well, thank you.
This show is off to an amazing start.
I would have to agree completely. So what'd you guys get up to this weekend?
This weekend? Like,
I'm thinking too.
Actually, Bobby was sick. Bobby was
sick.
Dude.
Yeah, I've been sick since our shit show in Sudbury, which always does it to me, like we were talking earlier, Cliff. Yeah, I've been sick since then, so I just chilled all weekend.
And you watched a lot of Friday Night Lights?
Yeah, Yas put me on to a wonderful show called Friday Night Lights. Sick. There's like
Not to be
22 shows.
confused with the movie. Do not confuse it with the Hollywood movie with Al Pacino, Friday Night Lights, even though this is about football.
Pacino wasn't Friday Night Lights, was it?
Yeah, Pacino was in that.
Friday Night Lights?
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was in the other football movie. No, he's not.
Or Andy Garcia. Yeah, one of them is in it.
He's not in that
Pacino
yet.
was in with Cameron Diaz, the football movie with Cameron Diaz.
Sunday. Any given
Sunday. Yes, Any Given Sunday. That's it. That's what I was just thinking. But
anyways, show's sick, so that's what I've been up to.
Yeah, show's bananas. I went and saw... Sorry, Cliff?
I never gave the TV show a shot because I hated that movie so much.
Well, that's exactly what I said.
It is one of the best shows, like written-wise, the cinematography, the mood. It's just brilliant. Critics love it. It's not a show like teenagers and young people really didn't get into it. It was more of like a critic's choice. Got nominated for tons of Emmys and Golden Globe Awards and won a whole ton. It's amazing. So yeah, Bobby's been marathoning through that.
Yep.
I went and saw X-Men Days of Future Past. Had date night with Katie.
Nice. And what's your quickie review?
Loved it. I'll leave it at that. Loved it. Go see it. If you want a good, fun, action superhero movie done right, yeah, X-Men Days of Future Past. They fucking killed it. It's probably the best X-Men of the franchise thus far.
Yeah, I also watched it, so I have to completely agree with that. And there's a scene in the movie that just blows my mind, and Quicksilver completely steals the show. That's all we're going to say about it, though, because, we'll save that review for another day.
And don't forget about Blink. You can't forget about Blink. Like, how badass of a female superhero just throwing portals around like it's nothing.
Yeah, Blink was pretty awesome. I don't understand, why have they never put Jubilee in any of the movies?
That's what they did with Kitty Pryde. They kind of went with her instead of Jubilee. I'm surprised why they haven't used Rogue properly is my biggest question, because she's
dude, it's so funny. Me and Kyle rewatched the first one, and we just, for the life of us, don't understand, what's her name again, the girl that plays her? I mean,
Pacquiao, whatever, the girl from True Blood.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. That's not Rogue.
No, it's not Rogue at
all. Do you know who would have been awesome at playing Rogue?
Who?
Was Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, she could have played a good Rogue. And Mystique is her mother in real life, so that would actually make sense.
Exactly.
Anyway, X-Men for another day.
Yeah, let's save that for another day. Let's get into our deadlines. Even though, on this particular show, they're not really, weekly deadlines in the traditional sense of deadlines. We're basically going to just talk a little bit about the fact that we had an 80s party, what was it? What's it been, 2 weeks now? No, 1 week ago.
A week ago.
Look at me, I'm losing track of time. See, ever since I got into that time machine and moved back into the 80s, I've completely lost track of time.
That's a good one.
So, boys, tell us a little bit about the party.
Party was nuts. Yeah, the whole fucking dance floor going crazy. Yas was holding it down for a majority of the night, killing it with the best the 80s can possibly offer. Fucking disgusting. And I just want to say this from a personal point of view, the best possible fucking way you could end an evening, Yas does it. So it's like, just when you think it could get better, or it can't get better, you know what I mean? It's climbing, and then you feel like it's just going to hit this plateau. And the plateau is cool, because you're having fun. It's a high plateau. But then, fucking Prince Purple Rain comes on, slow dance style, boom! Murder the man. Should have just dropped the mic on some fucking Coming
Black
to
chocolate?
America. Yeah.
Sexy chocolate?
Eddie Murphy, drop the fucking mic. Out.
Yeah, it was we kind of did a psycho. We only had time for like one more song. It was like past 2. It was like almost like 2:30, and so we wanted to end the night with 99 Red Balloons. So we played 99 Red Balloons, and everyone thought that was the last song. So the dance floor was packed. Everyone was on the dance floor. The last song for the 99 Red Balloons party, and I faded it out. and kicked into Purple Rain and told everyone to grab their girl or girl grabbed their guy and slow dance.
Yeah, dude. 80s.
Cliff slow danced.
Did you?
I did. I don't remember it.
Did you reach? Did you keep your hands on the waist, or did you reach for the butt a little bit?
You know, I couldn't tell you. I don't remember. That is the move. But I don't have any recollection of this. The only reason why I know about it is because our good friend Pam Nelson brought it up to me, and then Gas told me about it. I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, it was that kind of a night. Everyone had so much fun.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Even after telling me the story, I do not recall. Even mildly.
Yeah.
I think we went to an after party afterwards, and I just went. I don't know why I wouldn't just go home. I guess I'm just being stubborn. But I go to the after party. What do? I go lay on a couch right away and pass out. Why did I even go there?
Well, Cliff, I seen you at the after hours party, and I actually remember you were in the kitchen. I guess you went and grabbed a drink from this giant. Let me tell you, a huge giant vodka thing. Biggest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I remember talking to Cliff, and just Cliff, I don't know if he could hear me or not, but I'm just talking to him. Do you know what I mean? And I was intoxicated myself. There's a lot of shit I don't remember. But, yeah. And then I remember you were on the couch.
Yeah. I don't remember this big bottle of vodka even mildly, so Jesus Christ.
But see, we took it back, though, man. It's like on some high school shit, dude.
That was totally on some high school.
Sometimes you ended up sleeping on the couch. Do you know what I mean?
That's it, right? And I was pretty messed up for the next 3 days. Recovery mode is not what it used to be, right?
Dude, I'm still recouping.
Yeah.
Literally.
You remember when we were younger and we would go out and party, and the next day we were all playing basketball. Everything was cool. It's not even. It's a different world now.
Yeah, true.
To add to our oldness, I didn't go to the after party. After a long day of spinning
It was like, where's Yas? I'm like, Yas don't come to after parties no more.
No, that was it. I went home, went back to Katie's, ate some food, and crashed.
Yeah, but shout out to Shay Malone for being a wonderful host, though. It was a cool little after party. Mike Poirier was there. A lot of Jason Revard, a lot of old school people. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun, dude.
Yeah, it was fun. And yeah, Shane's a great host, man. The one recollection I do have is looking up and just seeing Shane with a blanket, tucking me into the couch. I'm like, oh my God.
Shane's the king. That's my man. I love Shane.
Yeah, he took care of me, man. That was awesome. So, guys, we did the 80s party, and, I got to ask you guys, why was it so important to do for you guys? Because you guys got really excited about this, and this is not necessarily in your traditional wheelhouse, right? Doing 80s parties. It's the first one you've ever done. What is it that made you guys decide to do it?
First of all, Yas and I were huge fans of music, period. Especially the 80s and early 90s. That's our shit. When Yas was playing all those songs, and I talked to Yas the next day, and I said that's probably one of the happiest I've seen Yas in a long-ass time. Dude was bouncing. He had this big-ass fucking smile, and that made me super happy. And the reason why he was so happy was because he's doing shit he would just do in his living room on a Saturday night, just chilling. And I do it too. I literally just, if I'm not doing anything, I just hang out and play jams. And so get to do that in front of a crowd with a lot of old faces, a lot of our friends were there, a lot of new faces, and to see people responding, super fucking awesome. So that's one of the reasons why we did it. Secondly, Sudbury, man. There's not a lot of shit going on in Sudbury. People do their typical go to their, local clubs, but it gets old, right? There's nothing new in that city, and I thought, and Yas thought, it'd be very cool to bring something new and refreshing to the city. So.
Yeah, and I'll add to that, and I'll say, I think we're a little older now, and I think a lot of our friends or a lot of people our age, they don't want to go out anymore.
That's sick, dude.
Oh, nice. They don't want to go out to clubs anymore because everyone's too young. It's a different generation gap and whatnot. It's like what do you do? And having a theme party, regardless of what kind of theme it is, it could bring anybody and everybody together. Young, old, outsiders, insiders, jocks, preps, hip-hop kids, whatever. It doesn't matter. And so this was an opportunity to do something fun, something that Bobby and I love so much. And something that happened that, a lot of Misfits, like this is Misfit Mondays, right? These are a lot of our friends and family that are fans of the music that watch us, came out to the 80s party. Misfits who don't know any of our friends or any of our social circle, and sometimes you wonder, like, how's that going to fit? How's that going to mesh? And when you throw a theme like an 80s party, everybody meshes. And we had friends, Alexia, shout out to her, and a lot of our old school family that came out to this party and just had a blast. Lots of dancing, taking photos. Katie was running around taking photos of the night. You gave me a shout out, Bobby. I'll give you one. One of my favorite parts. And what people were telling me is that you were kind of like, you're almost like Hugh Hefner of the party, the guy that's like going around and mingling and having a drink, like the social star, like the socialite star of the event, and people love that.
Hugh
Like
Hefner.
Honestly, me and Yas had this conversation. Me and Yas, I love that you almost spit out whatever you're drinking. Me and Yas had this conversation.
Yeah.
And you kind of go around and you make sure everybody's entertained. And it's just like, it's not even in a way that's forced. It doesn't seem like you're just doing like going out there and being like, oh, I gotta go talk to this. You're just like floating naturally through the crowd and just like keeping everyone entertained. It's a very interesting thing to watch.
Well, thank you.
Like, people are there. Like I said, like even like a lot of fans that came out, and they don't get to talk to us because we're behind the sound booth. And me, I didn't talk to anyone the entire night. Like Justine, shout out to her. She came out and held it down, and she'll tell you, like, I didn't even talk to her because I was trapped behind this booth. And but then Bobby started getting out there, and he was kind of like the thing that connected it all together and brought it all together. Because while we're doing one thing, he's out there making everyone feel good. It was really cool. So shout out to you for that. Also, Cliff, shout out to you and Kyle. You guys set up the vision. You guys brought in the Super Nintendo. We had people playing Super Nintendo on a big screen, as well as we had Back to the Future on a big jumbo screen playing. So that was super cool, and I thank you guys for that. And again, what that whole Super Nintendo did is it brought people who normally wouldn't be in that world in a place that they had fun and they got to enjoy themselves and then start dancing and mingling, and it was awesome.
I think the idea of just even having like a video game at a place is awesome, right? Because a lot of people aren't necessarily the type of people that want to go out and drink, or they don't necessarily feel comfortable dancing, but they'll go play games for a little bit, and then they get to chat, right? They get to be in their world a little bit, right? So it's entertaining. Like, I really want to talk about this picture, guys. This picture just makes me happy. Everything about it. Like, I mean, guys, come on. You just look, like, everything in this. Yes, so happy. Yeah. Bobby couldn't be happier while Ricky's probably telling him some hilarious story, like quoting movies to him verbatim, and just we're wondering how he remembers things like that. Well, I don't know who this.
I got to give a shout out to Ricky. Ricky was our host.
Yeah,
that's our homeboy forever. Former tour manager of DCS and whatnot. He's the hostess with the mostest. He grabbed the mic and he killed it. He kept the party going, kept people on the dance floor, style.
You know what's cool about Ricky? Yes, and you had mentioned it, and I guess sometimes I don't notice because I'm running around, and you're a lot more perceptive at the end of the night. But Ricky actually gets more entertaining as the night goes on.
Oh yeah, completely.
Do you know what I mean? But more out of control. It's like you don't know what's next, and you're scared a little bit. Because
dude, he got on the dance floor and started doing the caterpillar and stuff. Crazy. So it was just a fun night, fun party, and shout out to Steve Faulkner, our brother, helped making it happen at the Trevi, and Joe from 705. You guys all rocked, and this is the first one for Bobby and I, and we're gonna continue to do more. We actually we just got one of our boys out in London reached out to us and wants us to do a private 80s party for him, which we're gonna do. So anyone out there watching, you want an 80s party? We got the team for you right here.
And I just got to point out one more thing, and my two kind of favorite things about this picture, all right? The Nozalski brothers show up.
Oh, they were
number one, look at Jeff over there. Yeah. Just happy.
Old school Chicago Bulls jacket, dude.
Dude,
Beast.
and then because he showed up there with his brother Kyle, and Kyle's so entertaining that he's my second favorite part of this picture because he's dancing with some girl with black hair right in the middle, and that looks like the happiest looking human being ever.
Oh yeah,
And Kyle.
Yeah. Justine's right to the next of him, holding it down.
Yeah.
Justine actually ended up winning the costume party contest. Like tons of people came dressed up in their 80s outfits, and Justine was dressed up as a Misfit from Gem and the Holograms, like one of the bad Misfits, the rivals, and she ended up getting first place.
Yeah, even though I tried to redo the contest.
Yeah, Cliff, you got to that point where you were just so drunk, everything was in slow motion. Oh, look at that picture.
Yeah, that's a dope pic.
Yeah, just vibing.
Yeah, just vibing.
Yeah, I slow motioned it up, tried to redo the contest. Yeah, that happens, man. What could I say? It happened, but it was just an absolutely spectacular night. So you guys do plan on doing another one in Sudbury at some point, right?
Yeah, we've actually confirmed we got something on lockdown. It's going to be in the next couple of months. September-ish, so be on the lookout. So another 3 months or so for the next 80s party. I'm already getting tons of messages from people who missed out on this one that want to say, wow, I'm hearing lots of crazy buzz about that last one. So it's going to be super fun. And anywhere else, like I said, anyone watching that wants an 80s party in your town, you just get at us and we'll make it happen. It's going to be very exciting.
Dope. All right, so wait, I got one more thing that I got to show you guys here quickly. Tell me, if you guys did an 80s, 90s party, are you gonna stick with the 80s, 90s, or are you guys gonna do just straight 80s next time?
It was almost pretty much a straight 80s party to begin with.
Yeah.
I think adding 90s in there, and even Katie's mentioned, she's like, you guys should just make it 80s or just do 90s, and I think you've mentioned that as well. I think what us combining two allows us to stretch a little bit when we need to, but maybe it'll be strictly that. Maybe one day we'll just do a straight 90s part. Who knows? Whatever. We're kind of open to it all. Do you have thoughts?
There's just not too many decades you can fuck with, though. You know what I mean? You can't really go back to the 60s and 70s, but it's kind of way back for people. 2000s just suck, so...
Yeah. And there's just something really hilarious about the 80s, too, right? Obviously the music's great, but there's just something hilarious and joyful, in my opinion, about the 80s.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
It's just fun. Cliff, before you say anything... Oh, no, go ahead.
Just to answer your question from before that, I like sticking with just straight 80s, straight something, because it's there's so much to play with within that decade. That's 10 years, man. There's a lot to deal with. There's so many other fun things that I wanted to do with that night and what I think we should do in the past. I mean, in the future, as far as having contests, maybe I want to do a contest at one point where we just play a clip of a sound bite from an 80s show, let's say Alf's Laugh or something, and people have to guess what it is.
Yeah, there's, like we said, there's a ton of things we can do that we're going to learn from this last experience and try to make the next one even more fun. So yeah, it's exciting. Cliff, I do want you to give out this one thing you were mentioning at the party about you had a statistic. I don't need the exact statistic, but basically along the lines of more people have a better time when they dress up or something like that. You want to tell that a little bit?
Something along the lines. I mean, it's just one of those statistics you read online. Who knows what it actually means? But I believe it. They say people are 86% more likely to have fun if they're dressed up at a party. And I couldn't agree with it more because you get kind of into a character a little bit. It's an icebreaker right away because you're more likely to talk to people that you would not normally talk to if you see them with a wicked costume. People are just a lot more easygoing.
It's so true. That party was...
It's even furthermore escapism, right? You get to, like you said, you get to escape into this, out of your mundane life and into this character. And you're right, it just opens you up. It makes you feel a lot more open to things. So I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Completely. And even like watching Katie taking pictures, what I noticed is people that were dressed up were more excited to get that photo because they know it's not themselves, right? They don't need to care what they look like on a regular, because it's like Bobby said, they've escaped into this alter ego. Me, my guy, my alter ego is Andy 6. That's when I turn into my headbanger rocker. And when I'm Andy loves taking photographs, whereas Yassine Talat hates taking photographs. It's very painful for me to take photos. But Andy loves taking photos. So people come and they have fun, and like you said, you get to talk to people you would never talk to. I saw Shane Malone talking to people. He was dressed up like Don Johnson from Miami Vice. He looked so sick. And I seen him talking to people because they wanted to talk to him about Miami Vice, and it's an excellent way to bring people together.
Awesome.
I would like to point out one more thing about the 80s party. The 80s party was kind of like what the 80s were about, right? About learning new things. And some people during the course of the night learned new things. For example, Katie learned something. Katie learned something about our good friend Kyle, right? She was previously under the impression that Kyle looked different than how he looks.
Yes.
I don't have anything specific on how he looks. No.
Nice.
I can't say for sure that she thought maybe he looked like this particular person here that you could somewhat see, but she learned.
She actually thought that's what Kyle looked like. I have no idea why.
Yeah, so that was just the impression in her head. So when she actually met Kyle, her reaction was, pretty golden, right? So that was interesting. And if you guys are watching at home and you don't know what Kyle looks like and you're curious, you're like, okay, well, what does this guy look like? Just look him up on Facebook.
Kyle, come and flex for us with the camera one time.
Yeah, buddy. What? Come get over here, Joe.
Flex for us. There we go.
I don't want to outshine this right here.
You're good, man. You're good. You got to show
Next time. I'll flex next time.
Okay. Looking handsome.
So there we go.
Gotta say, your outfit at the... Oh, wait. 2 outfits at the party. One is Cliff. Cliff showed up as the purple, sexy man himself, Prince.
Right.
And he looked amazing. And there was a part of the night where Cliff, when we actually played Red Corvette, and the dance floor was empty because it was pretty early in the day, and Cliff got on the floor, and everyone was watching Cliff do his sexy dance by himself, and nobody knew how to take it, and they just kind of stared at him.
Apparently, I did a full song, from what I understand. Like, I don't remember that either.
Do you remember that, Cliff? When we were like, they don't know how to take you, Cliff, and you're like, no, they don't.
We even had that discussion about it. Wow. Again, there's some blank spots. There's some blank spots.
Thought that we had planned like a Prince impersonator or something.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
Okay.
You were just dressed like Prince, and Prince was on, and you started dancing.
So you think some of the people there had no idea it was me, and they just thought, okay, a Prince impersonator is now in the... Or do you think some people actually thought it was Prince?
I like the latter. I'm gonna go with the latter.
I like the idea that some people thought, oh my God, Prince is here.
Prince came. And look at Kyle. Kyle, he's all business type, all Gordon Gecko'd up from the 80s.
Yep. Dapper.
And there's our homegirl Pam and her friend dressed like Wayne's World. Wayne and Garth. Sick.
Hey, shout out to the gem and the hologram costume too.
Oh yeah,
that was awesome.
Costume.
Also, the girl that was with Gem and the Holograms was dressed up as Bret Michaels. She looked bananas. She actually looked like Bret Michaels.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, it was sick. There was some good
That
costumes.
was awesome. All right, so boys, we could go on about this, obviously, all night, but we got to get into this portion of the show that we call Smash or Trash. And for those of you that don't know what Smash or Trash is, you're sitting at home wondering, what's Smash or Trash? What's Cliff talking about right now? Well, Smash or Trash is the portion of the show where, me and Kyle, and like I say all the time, Kyle basically comes up with the entire list, and we come up with 8 different things, and Yas and Bobby tell us if it's a smash or a trash, and they justify their answers. So, y'all ready for some smash or trash?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Here we go. Smash or trash. Let me get my list. Gotta get my list. Kyle sent it over to me. Smash or trash? Swimming.
Smash.
Smash.
Yeah, swimming's awesome. But I will go trash to swimming in the ocean.
Completely trash.
Yeah, I do. Like that pick. Dun 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 dun. Yeah.
Yeah, just I think being in the water is awesome. There's a feeling you get when you're like floating, like gravity, right, has taken course, and you're just kind of levitating in this. We're just doing a little doggy paddle, You're just floating there, and it's amazing.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So is it a smash or is it a trash? That's what I'm confused about.
Oh, it's a smash.
It's a smash.
Yeah.
Okay.
And swimming is an excellent exercise for people who don't like to exercise. It's one of those things where it's almost like playing sports, like playing basketball or something, where you can actually get good physical health, recreation, and have fun doing it. Swim.
Yeah.
All right. So next, smash or trash? Setting up a tent.
Trash. Fucking trash. I was just about to say that.
What was that?
Setting up a tent.
Trash.
Trash.
I hate setting up anything.
Anything.
Dude, that just looks like a headache. I just want to go in it. I don't want to set it up.
You know what? I always make the mistake, like I'll show up someplace, like it'll usually be like some sort of like, camp party or something, and I'll be like, I'll set it up later. I'm just going to have my first beer because I'm so excited after the road trip to be here.
Yeah.
That I'm going to have my first beer. Well, guess what happens? I end up out there at 4 o'clock in the morning, completely wasted, trying to set up a tent. And basically what that means is Cliff is giving up, and he's just going to crawl inside the tent and use it like a blanket.
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly.
Two things.
All right.
Picture. One is it makes me more scared than swimming in the ocean because all I could think is a man with a hockey mask and a machete behind me. One.
Yeah.
And two, do you know what sucks more than setting something up like a tent? Is when you go somewhere and someone else is setting something up and they ask for your help. Well, that's the fucking worst.
Dude, you know what it reminds me of? Remember Warped Tour? When we did that DIY, we played a stage called DIY, Do It Yourself on Warped Tour. And every morning, there's like 10 bands playing the stage or whatever. So every morning, you have to actually set up the stage. So we would always try and dodge the setting up of that stage. It sucks.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm a little bit on the fence there because I hate that feeling when somebody asks you when you have no idea. But even worse than that for me is watching somebody that's very stubborn about doing something and they're just doing it wrong. And you want to help so bad, but you're just like, they're not going to let me. They're not. And then you give them some.
Dude, that's my life.
Yeah.
That's me and Katie to a T. Katie, don't do it like just. No, I got it, yes, but just please, like, just let me do it.
Nice.
That's what happens.
That's awesome, man. Next up on Smash or Trash, June bugs.
June bugs.
Yeah.
Oh, a smash.
I'll give a smash.
Oh, yeah. Katie hates them. She's right here whispering to me, trash, trash. I'm not going to trash them. I like insects.
Look, he looks like the little fly in the movie Fly.
Yeah, and he's got like nice green hornet-looking shield around him.
Like I want to throw him into like one of those little ports in Fly. He comes out a human.
I need to know why Katie doesn't like June bugs so much.
She's just scared of all insects, and June bugs like to fly on her. She says they're attracted to latching onto her, and so she hates them. But I like the June bug. June bug's badass.
It's a pretty cool name too, June bug.
Yeah. June bug. Sounds like a song.
I like it. I like it. All right. Next up on Smash or Trash, Miss Jennifer Lawrence. Smash or trash?
Smash.
Smash.
Smash. I'm a fan of her.
How could you not be a fan
Yeah.
of her? Like,
I like her, man.
There's something about her though that rubs me the wrong way. I can't lie.
Really?
What is it? Yes.
What?
I don't know. Maybe it's just the way people react to her.
She's the hot
I
thing
don't
right
know
now,
what
right?
it is. I like her. I like her acting. I like the movie choices she does. So I have nothing bad to say, but still something just kind of I find a little hesitant about her. But I like her. She's doing a great job. But maybe
She's my,
people's reaction to her.
yeah. She's my favorite it girl, though. Like, you know, there's always the it girl. She's, of all the it girls there's been, she's my favorite because of the way she's handling it, right? She's extremely humble and goofy. Like, I mean, the fact that this girl tripped up the stairs at the Oscars, I mean, this just says something about, you know, the type of person we're dealing with here, right?
Yeah, but you know what? That's also media and the way they spin things. When Michael Jackson did the exact same thing, they crucified him as this big bumbling, stumbling idiot. But whereas her, this cute little pretty new it girl, can do it and make fun of herself, and it's hunky dory. Again, there's something about it. Yeah, I get it. She's kind of has fun with herself, but something about it, I don't know. I got nothing bad to say, so I'm not going to say anything at all. I give her a smash. I enjoy her role. So
We're sticking with the smash in that particular case. So next up, smash or trash on
You know who I
fishing,
like?
boys.
Hold on, Cliff. Do you know who I actually don't mind? Maybe I'll ask both of you guys. I might be saying the wrong name. I think her name's Emma Stone. She was kind of like the it girl a year ago.
Super Smash.
She did the movie where she wore like the A. Do you know what I'm talking about? Is that the right girl?
It's innocent.
Yeah, like she, like
Guys, you there?
she's a redhead, but not natural redhead. Didn't
Hello?
she? Hello? What's
Hello.
going on, Yes? Can you hear us, Yes?
Hello.
Oh, I can hear you now.
Word.
Okay. All right.
Hi.
So everyone's back here? Okay, everyone's good?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I was asking about Emma Stone and if I was actually talking about the right.
the extra, like, long pause. Yeah, she was the girl from the last Spider-Man movie.
Yeah. I like her. I actually like her a lot.
Yeah, she's awesome.
You guys
she's
like
got
her?
Great yeah, very much. Huge smash. Great. Very funny, very good, good sense of humor. Big fan. But she wasn't the smash or trash, Yes. She wasn't. Jennifer
I
Lawrence
know.
was.
I just threw that in there. I just threw it in for a loop.
Cool, man. Well, smash or trash on fishing?
Smash.
Smash.
Yeah, fishing's awesome.
I always want to go fishing.
I just can't deal with the worms. I can't deal with putting worms on hooks.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I
It's
want to
disgusting.
just sit in a boat with some music, even though you're not supposed to make a noise. But I just in a
I just
boat
want to have an 80s party on a boat and fish.
with a couple of my buddies having their drinks and just having some food and some music with a fishing rod and maybe catch something, maybe don't.
Probably not. Probably not.
Maybe it's just
99 red balloons. But the fish will have fun.
Hey, did I ever tell you guys my nightmare fishing story?
No.
All right, well, I'm a young lad, right? I'm
Yes, you
probably
told me.
about, oh, you have heard this one, right? So I'll make it really quick. I'm about 13,
Yep.
14 years old. I'm fishing with my sister Victoria, older sister. She's in front of me. She's about to cast off. I am probably telling, you know, an unbelievably entertaining story. As I'm talking, the hook and the worm go into my mouth, and my sister yanks it through my face. The hook ends up getting caught in there. I spend about 25 minutes waiting for the ambulance to show up while spitting out worm. My empathy for fish is very high. I know what they're going through. It was a painful experience and a gross one. So yeah, I'm not a big fisherman, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and if that happened to me, I'd probably agree. But again, I just want to sit in a boat listening to music.
Again, that's all I want to do too. Sit in a boat, pump music, have a drink, and fish. I don't even care if I catch anything because
Yeah, me neither.
I'm not a big fan of keeping the fish. I like to put them
me
back in
neither.
their home.
Yeah,
I mean,
unless
I
you're
don't
gonna cook it and eat it, like you're actually gonna use it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and some
Yeah,
sandwiches. You have the cooler, the made sandwiches, and
Yeah, dude.
I'm very
fishing boys.
I'm in the same boat as you guys.
So let's do it. Let's just rent
do
a boat one day in the summer. Let's just go pretend.
We should have a Misfit Monday fishing episode, dude.
On a boat.
How dope.
Where we just give terrible advice about fishing.
Yeah, because none of us know how to.
I love it.
Like you want to look for the area with the most seed feeds. Oh, I know who does seed feeds. You know what? I can't even. But
nope, those little bobbers.
Oh, I love the bobber,
yeah.
the red and white
Just
bobber.
sits there.
Guy.
Yeah, and if one comes, it just goes.
are you guys talking about fishing stuff?
Good. Yeah, tackle. What do you know about lures?
Tackle box.
Well, tackle boxes.
Tackle. You need the shiny guy. Little silver guy.
Yeah.
All right. So off that one, we learned that the boys love bobbers. Moving on to the next one. Smash or trash on thunderstorms.
Smash. I love
Big fan.
thunderstorms, dude. Love them.
Yep, love them.
Especially when they come down, like in Toronto, like when we have like our hardcore ones, it's pouring and it's very relaxing to me for some reason.
Me too. The sound of rain, I think, is very therapeutic. Like, it's very calming.
Mhm.
I like the idea that because it's raining, I don't have to go outside, and I'm justified.
Yeah.
It's raining. I don't got to go anywhere. And just the idea, I guess the idea of it being dark and it raining and the thunder crackles and you're watching a movie and I love that.
And the shit hits
It's
hard,
the best time to watch.
like you know when it feels like it just hit like next door.
Yeah, that rumble.
Yeah, dude, love that.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I'm also a huge fan of
Except if we were fishing in a boat, that probably wouldn't be cool.
Yeah,
With
a big rod.
You know how terrified you'd be, dude? Just thunder and lightning.
Oh yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, it would be fun. All right, next up, boys, smash or trash on air conditioners. How do you guys feel about air conditioners?
Oh, super fucking smash, dude.
The greatest thing known to mankind.
We live in Toronto. If you don't have one, you're dead, basically.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You can't survive out here. People die without them. That's no joke. Super smash.
Yeah, humidity and heat give me a migraine. I hate that sticky feel, that gross, dense air. You're trapped. Air conditioner has honestly been like a savior for me, especially for like migraines and stuff, and being able to sleep at night.
What about
I
that?
put the air conditioner on in the winter. I can't even lie.
Yeah, dude. Well, how about that feeling like when you've been walking around a couple blocks in Toronto, like in August, and you're soaked in sweat, and then you just step into your house, and it's cold from that air. It's the best feeling in the world, dude.
Yeah, I'm with you. Love air conditioner. I can't live without them. I can't get an apartment without them. I don't like being in cars that don't have air conditioning.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, my only thing is I hate when I'm in a vehicle and I'm driving and the person rolls up the window and they just want the air conditioner. I want the windows down. I'm more of a windows down kind of guy.
Oh, I love the AC. Roll that shit up all night.
Yeah, I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you.
Leave me in an ice box. Because
the last
is what you don't understand is because you're usually a driver or you're in the front seat. When you're in the back and it's hot and humid outside and they roll down that window, you just get hot air blowing at you.
Yeah.
You just get blown around in the back seat, yeah.
That's it.
Okay, fair enough. I'll accept that as an answer. I'll give it a smash for air conditioning. All right, so last but not least, smash or trash on skinny dipping. Oh, that picture zoomed in a lot more than I expected it to.
Skinny dipping?
Yeah, smash or trash on skinny dipping.
You went with a whole water theme this time, I'm noticing.
Well, you know what? Kyle was going with the summer theme.
All right.
That's a difficult one, man. I mean, here's one thing I am scared about with skinny dipping is going in the water naked and my penis acting like a lure for some fish.
Weirdest thing ever.
Yeah, dude.
That's the fucking weirdest thing ever.
Yeah.
You're a bestiality.
That's my thought process. That's my thought process when I skinny dipped. I was scared that
You-
something would bite my dick.
What you're mostly scared about, to be honest, is that there would be suckage and the fact that you would enjoy it.
Yeah, you're afraid it might change your life.
That's it, possibly. Either way.
Bobby,
Yeah,
what
cool.
are you buying all this live fish for? No,
See, I was
no
cool
reason.
with the shrinkage factor, you know what I mean? Like when you step out, I'm cool with the shrinkage factor. But yeah, I'm scared of it getting touched by fish. I don't even like my hands touching fish, dude.
I'll give it a smash. I give it a smash to each their own. I don't think it's for everybody, and if you choose not to do it, don't, and you should be forced or pressured into it. But if you want to try it and do it and you're young or old or whatever, I think every teenager has done it in their lifetime at least once. It's fun. It could be fun. It's no harm, no foul. We've done it, you know what I mean? We've had our moments of craziness when we were young, and you know what's funny? Nothing really ever bad happens or naughty, I should say, when you go skinny dipping. It's just the idea of that thrill of, oh my God, we're all in the water naked and we could get caught, and
Yeah.
usually fun.
Speak for yourself.
Super smash though to skinny dipping in Camp Crystal Lake.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Because it's the last time they'll ever go skinny dipping.
Yeah. And it was probably the
I think
first time I seen skinny dipping, to be honest. Like, yeah, growing up, like when you watch the old Friday the 13th, they all have skinny dipping involved.
All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Sleepaway Camp and all those
Yes,
movies.
sir.
Everything that took place outside in a horror movie.
Yeah. Two
Piranha,
teenagers.
Jaws, even Jaws, the opening scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think that's I like skinny dipping. It's very dependent on who you're skinny dipping with, right? You end up in there with the wrong people. It might not be too visually pleasing.
I disagree.
No.
I disagree.
I think all three of us could go. We'd have a blast.
That's the thing. Do you know what skinny dipping is like? It's the equivalent of a theme party.
Of a what? A theme party.
It's like a theme party because in body types don't matter when it's just one-on-one or specifically for something sexual, whatever, or pageantry. You're really focused on what you like, what you. When it comes to skinny dipping, because everyone's just so like it's a thrill. No one gives a shit. Everyone just jumps in naked, and you just have fun. At least that's the way I see it.
I like the way you see it.
Thank you. A little positive.
It's so fun.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna disagree. I like the way you're looking at it too. So, guys, you did a great job with Smash or Trash today. Very exciting, Kyle.
Good job.
Put together a very exciting Smash or Trash. But now we got to give you guys the opportunity to ask some questions. You guys watching at home, guys and gals, and we've got a few questions here from the people watching, the people that pay attention. First question, Matt Dennison asks. Project Wise reunion ? Or maybe releasing the CD with remixes. Is that possible?
Project Wise reunion? No. Remixes? No. For remixes, that's completely out of our hands. We released the Project Wise album under Sony Music, so they own the rights to it. We couldn't even mess around like that. Secondly, as far as the Project Wise reunion, no, that's never going to happen. But Yas and I both have always talked about doing some Project Wise songs live with that celeb, so we plan on doing that.
Yeah, and maybe kind of loose reunion in the sense that we've talked about doing some Project Wise live as Dead Celebrity Status, but bringing back some of like the original members of PW, like when we were teenagers, like the original, like guys like Ty Thomas and even our old bass player Ellie. So not like a full cast type of thing, but getting a couple of those pieces and just doing something cool live, kind of a twist.
Mm-hmm.
So how does that work exactly, guys? Because Sony owns it. Does Sony just own it forever? Like you can't buy that back from them, or like how does that even work?
Well, when you sign a major label record deal, they own the rights, the material for 25 years. So after 25 years, you get your rights back, right?
Yeah.
That goes for any artist that signs a record contract. Unfortunately, it's not really something you can get out of. So that's how it is.
Yeah, so we got another 10 years ahead of us before we can ever go back.
We'll be looking forward to that, Greg.
16 years, something might happen.
Yeah. 16 years, something might happen.
Although, you know what? You know what? Like, something we've talked about, actually, is we actually have a ton of footage. Like, tons of Project Wise footage. Like, touring with Ozzy, touring with Blink, touring with Sum 41. Like, just touring with Biff and Swole. And, like, hundreds of hours of footage. And even some unreleased Project Wise songs that we've never, ever released. Even though some demo stuff has come out. So we've talked about in the past of possibly putting together like a DVD or something, and being able to show some of the live stuff and some of these untamed songs, and so you never know, because it's stuff we own the rights to. So we'll see. You never know.
So how does that work? If you're performing the music in it, it's still yours. That you're like, that's fine.
Yeah, it's our live, it's our performance footage. No one owns the rights to that but us.
Dope. All right, next up, Pam Stanatus. I think that's how you say it. What are your I love this question, actually. What are your all-time favorite cartoons? Pumped about this.
Nice. Question. Well, first, shout out to Pam. Wow, that's tough, dude.
Wicked Pam?
Scooby-Doo. I'm a big Scooby-Doo fan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like, huge Scooby-Doo fan.
I'll throw Flintstones in there with Scooby-Doo.
Flintstones is dope. My Pet Monster.
Sick.
That's a dope one. Hercules. The original Hercules and original Spider-Mans are probably my favorite two cartoons of all time. They're sick.
Yeah, Devils! Herc!
Yeah. Help Herc! Help Herc! Yeah, dude. And Herc would put on the ring, and the monster would be like an inch away, and they'd go to him putting on the ring, and they'd flash
Slow
back.
motion.
Yeah, and he's 10 feet away, so he always had time. Yeah, Hercules always had time. Smurfs is dope. I like the Smurfs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with I loved like after school cartoons, which for me were like Thundercats, Gem and the Holograms.
Oh, dude,
like,
yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Like love those. He-Man, I loved He-Man when I was younger. Even like more some obscure ones like Mask.
Dude,
Mask was awesome.
What about Astro Boy?
Well, the best.
Astro Boy.
Yeah, Astro Boy was kind of like the first of like the Asian like Japanimation style of cartoon.
Yeah.
Which was cool. Robotech. I don't know if anyone ever watched Robotech, but me and my boy used to love Robotech. That was kind of like almost the first kind of like anime type series that came out.
What about
G-Force? You guys remember G-Force?
No.
Kind of, yeah.
No.
Oh, G-Force. Yeah, I also like the 90s. Like Bobby said, Spider-Man. Like in the 80s, I love like the original Spider-Man. But in the 90s, I also liked like the X-Men. The X-Men cartoon in the 90s was fucking awesome.
Excellent cartoon.
For me, like, He-Man probably had like the biggest impact on my life.
Yeah,
Really?
I liked He-Man.
Because your last name?
Yeah, because of my last name. My whole childhood growing up, my last name's Skeletor. Everyone always called me Skeletor, and I was also very, very skinny as a child. And so I was just constantly the bad guy chased around the schoolyard, Skeletor, getting just attacked by everybody. Just
could be worse though. Like he was a dope character. Like I used to love. Yeah, like Skeletor, Castle Grayskull. He was dope.
Yeah, he was a beast.
Looking back now, I think it's the greatest thing ever. At the time, obviously it sucked because you always wanted to be the good guy. But I look back now, I'm like, wow, awesome.
I was on the dark side. See?
Do you know what cartoon Katie mentioned to me a little bit earlier?
What?
Bobby's World.
Dude, that came later. That was the 90s, right? Like late 90s?
Bobby's World and Animaniacs used to come on back to back.
Bobby's World.
Fuck, we could go on about this forever. I even used to like the Care Bears.
I like No Heart. No
Care
Heart
Bears.
was sick. And Shrieky?
Care Bears countdown, man. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, dude.
Actually, here's a question or a thought. Actually, Katie and I just spoke about this yesterday. I don't know what we were watching, but it brought up cartoons, and I said, "Do you remember Saturday morning cartoons?
That was
And
the
how
greatest thing ever.
important Saturday morning cartoons? Because now when and Bobby, you could attest to this, and you too, because you guys are uncles. When I'm around my nephew, he's got like the Cartoon Network and YTV and the Kids Network and all these channels where it's like cartoons 24/7, 7 days a week. We didn't have that. We got 1 hour cartoons after school, and then Saturday morning were the wrestling. Remember the WWF cartoon used to come on?
Awesome.
And it was just so important. Saturday morning cartoons were important because you didn't get it all the time.
Well, you made a good point, because if you missed it, you missed it. Like my nephew, some of his cartoons, he PVRs it, so he never misses it. Do you know what I mean? It's always at his disposal.
Never.
Even if he doesn't have on Saturday morning, he tapes all the cartoons, and he could watch it at any time. Back then, like if you missed the episode of Scooby-Doo, you missed it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like my family would go for a picnic.
Yeah.
We'd go for a picnic or something, like on a Saturday, on a summer. And as much as I'd love going swimming and on a picnic, I would also be like, shit, I'm going to miss cartoons today. And it was like, you're right. I'd have to wait till next week to get my fix of He-Man and whatever was coming on that morning.
Nah, see, I preferred your family's picnic.
Yeah, those were fun times, eh, buddy?
Yeah, dude. I was like a cartoon guy, but not on the weekends, man. I was always out playing.
So was I. The cartoons back then started at 8:30. They go from 8:30 to 9:30.
My cartoon stuff would happen usually before school. I remember. I'd always watch like Hercules right before I caught the bus. And I remember as soon as Hercules ended, I had to run to the bus. I had like this minute.
Right. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That was the worst. They didn't time that out well. Do you guys remember this?
Well, I always miss the bus.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's still stuck in my head.
Do you guys remember Animaniacs, though?
Oh, yeah. I love that cartoon.
How ahead of its time was Animaniacs?
Oh, big time.
Like they used to do Goodfellas, like Goodfellas, and it was the pigeons, and they were gangsters.
Yeah.
Like think how smart that is. Goodfellas.
Yeah, dude. Any cartoon characters are
so
gangsters,
good,
dude. Sick.
Pigeons being gangsters, the Goodfellas, and they used to say too, as long as I remember, always wanted to be a gangster, and I was, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. So, all right, we got to move on to the next question. Then we got to close up the show, guys. Sharif El Sharkawi. Man, I'm screwing that up. Sorry, man. Sorry, Sharif. He asks, dudes, would you like to come to Egypt?
Yes.
Oh, in a heartbeat.
Of course, dude. That'd be a dream of ours.
Please bring us.
Yeah. Go chill in the pyramids.
We will play for free. Just get us there. Yeah, absolutely.
I would like to
we are
join
completely,
you.
And plus, to me, you're basically like brothers. We're basically neighbors.
Mm.
All right, beautiful. Well, we got that settled. Great question, Sharif. Next question. This is the last one. Freddie McAllister asks, Biggie or Tupac?
Neither.
No, that's not the question.
If I have to go, I go Biggie because I hate Pac more than I hate Biggie, but I actually hate both of them. So me, I go neither.
Well, as a rapper, I would pick Biggie. As a person, I would pick Tupac.
Okay, how about this? If it was an actor, if I had to pick which one I like better as an actor.
No, but Biggie didn't act. Biggie didn't act.
But I like Pac and Juice. I thought Pac and Juice was good. Crazy. Crazy.
Pac was a good actor.
All right. Yeah. He's not so great in Poetic Justice. Regardless.
Yeah, but that movie sucked. Like, regardless. That movie sucked.
Kyle wants to know who would win in the fight.
What?
Kyle wants to know who would win
in a fight?
Yeah.
Pac or Biggie?
Yeah.
I'd go Pac.
Is that what you're asking?
Well, Kyle's
I think
that.
Pac would
Kyle
smash.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're asking who'd win in a fight
Yep.
between Tupac or Biggie? Tupac would whip his ass.
Yo, yeah.
Yeah.
Biggie's just out of
Who?
shape, dude. Tupac.
Yeah. Pac would just kick the shit out of him.
Yeah, it would be like Biggie would gas in 10 seconds.
Well, but that's the key. Like, Pac would have to, like, just
Yeah.
evade that initial barrage. Because if Biggie got a hold of him,
Stick
he
and
could
move.
smash him. But, like, literally 15, 20 seconds, he'd have to wear him down. And then that would be...
Stick and move. He gasses. Swarm.
Yo, and if you ever want to see... You ever want to see a version of this, go to YouTube and look up 170-pound man fights 700-pound man. It's one of the most entertaining and bizarre things you'll ever watch. Did you guys ever see that one?
No.
It was in. I think it was
From
in
UFC 1?
I kind of
No,
seen
from-
Royce Gracie do it. Yeah.
No, I
Yeah,
seen it in UFC 1 where the skinny Dutch guy fights the sumo wrestler and knocks his
Yeah.
teeth out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that guy wasn't. That guy was only about 450, 500. This one, the guy's 700 pounds.
Oh,
send
okay,
you the-
no, I hadn't seen that one.
Wow.
It's insane.
Yeah, no.
Absolutely insane. All right. So before we close off the show, we got to talk about our friend Justine Giles.
Yeah.
And Justine Giles has she's releasing an album. She's released her album actually, and she's
She is.
she wants to print some CDs and do some cool things.
She does, but she needs some help, right?
Yeah.
She's launched like a fundraiser.
Because right now, her album is out, but it's only digital.
Yeah. So she's
So
doing
what
it
she
for
created-
physical.
Yeah, she created herself. I believe it's called Indiegogo. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Indiegogo account.
Yeah.
And you basically could go to it and you donate a certain amount of money to her, and she's able to, she'll give you some stuff in return, and it helps her to sponsor a CD. And this is just such a great thing for independent artists, right? I mean, because, getting the funding to be able to come out with a CD, and it's not like she's asking for this money so that she could put it in her pocket and she could go to the bar and get drunk. She uses all of that money to actually produce her CDs, right? So that she could get out there and kind of grow her name and, get her music out to more people. So what we'll do is we'll put a link to that on the Facebook page and we'll put it on Twitter as well. And you guys can check it out. And if you feel like donating to it, if you like her music, we couldn't recommend it any higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's not asking for anything major. Whatever you think you could afford. If that's $5, for another artist to be able to share their art to the world, then donate $5. If we could get a bunch of misfits to support another misfit, because that's what we like to do. We're all family, and she's a talented artist, and she's, show her some love. She's doing great things, so let's help her out.
Super talented girl, so we urge you to support and help.
Yeah, nothing but love. All right,
Please do.
boys, that is our show for May 26th. Misfit Mondays, man. Do you guys have anything else to add before we peace out?
We have something coming up. I guess we can't announce it right now, but we confirmed something that's pretty exciting. So we'll let people know via social media this week for sure. Something we're really excited about. Other than that, we have merchandise, obviously, deadcelebritystatus.com. Throwaway Kids, the album's out. Anything else, Jazz?
No, just visit 682records.com and the official website, deadcelebritystatus.com. Check out the merch, check out the album, watch the video, The Throwaway Kids. If you're looking for someone to throw you guys an 80s theme party, hit us up. If you're looking for something fun to watch in the movies, go see X-Men Days of Future Past.
Yeah, you'd be crazy not to. All right, buddy. On behalf of Yas and Bobby of Dead Celebrity Status, my name is Cliff Skeletor, and you just finished watching Misfit Mondays. Take care. Peace.
Peace.